Alava emerging for this crucial group game here. The tournament still in its relative infancy, but it is already developing into quite a spectacle, and that, of course, is what you expect from this, the greatest of all the tournaments. It has been terrific stuff so far, so let us hope that the trend continues here and now. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can be a real help to this team. I mean, 4-4-2 these days, Peter, gets a lot of criticism, but it's unfair. Any system can work if you've got the right players.
There's the whistle. Back into the middle. Cleared away. Reisiger. Kluivert. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Delivers the ball. Good take by the keeper, he's read that well. Plays it out to the wing. He came in hard, very hard. What a ball this has turned, and a shot! Good take, hits one! Goal! There is the breakthrough! So that goal went.
Yeah, anything that's hit low with real pace like that makes it so much harder for the keeper, and he was never going to get to that.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Still a fragile lead, though. They can't afford to sit on this.
And the ball's come out. Plays it into the box. Danger averted for now. And the finish! That is absolutely glorious! About as smooth as it gets. All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight. Absolutely thundered in. Keeper, no chance.
Well, the technique generates the power in that situation, and once power is assured, any goalkeeper's up against it.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. He's gone for it! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Dick Bonga. Sergi. Alava are leading with half-time drawing close. Rivaldo. Luis Enrique. Lovely bit of skill there. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Goalkeeper's ball. We hit half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Alava are 2 up and everything is shaping nicely. The only criticism, it could have been 3.
Alava sits in pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. Here we go again then. Reisiger. Puyol. Sergi. Forward it goes. Well played, he saw that coming. Could move up a gear here. Tries to stroke it through. Clears it out of harm's way. Out for a throw-in. Barcelona keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move to deny runners the opportunity of going beyond that rear guard.
Hits one! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Defending of the desperate variety. Has a pop! That was venomous. Big ball now. Sergi. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Koku hoists it forward. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Played back in. That's a decent ball. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Rivaldo. Out to the left it goes. He's left his man. Puts it into the middle. Barcelona are making a change now.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts because he has put in a real honest shift.
Diego Souza. Pablo Hernandez. Needed a better pass there. Just 5 minutes left. He's it, has a pop! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Abelardo. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Tries to get it clear. And that's that. Alava always looked the more driven side, probably the better side. And nobody is arguing about the results. After all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a solidity about them, almost as if they set up not to lose and see how things unfold. That eases the pressure on the strikers, who can afford to be patient, and it's all paid off.
So welcome one and all to our live coverage of the ongoing group stage here, the tournament making steady progress towards its knockout phase. We'll be ready to go once the final checks are carried out. We have a hugely expectant crowd here. We just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies with exactly this setup.
So that's got things underway. Well positioned to make that interception. Try as they might, they just couldn't get into an attacking area. Got a size of goal here. Forward it goes. Referee has just said play on.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what are they trying to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Just brushed off the ball there. Gone back to the keeper. He's got options out wide. Well played, he saw that coming. Gets wrestled off the ball.
This game is in need of some excitement.
Real chance! And he's there to make a great save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes work ultra sharp.
Surely a shot. Great challenge, time to perfection. Gets good distance on it. Acuna. And it's played for. Has a hit! And it's a goal! Zaragoza put themselves into the lead.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Navas. Ball's loose, who's getting there? I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. What an adventurous run from a defender. Corner it is then. Massive leap! Decent enough try.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
And the first half is done. So there you have it, a close fought half of football, but that has still had its moments. It ultimately produced just one goal. A very decent game up to now.
I'm sure they'll be very happy with the first half performance and the scoreline. They'll definitely want to maintain the momentum now and finish the job.
Zaragoza, they're in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. And the second half gets underway. Zaragoza carrying a one-goal lead. Could be a chance here. Tries a shot! And in it goes!
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
A pretty simple finish in the end. What do you think, Jim?
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. That's good defending, very good defending. Navas. Gets it back, and the counter is on. He's pinged one through here, and the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
But not by that far.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
It has, and the finish!
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Acuna. Played back in.
Zaragoza merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Plays a clever pass. Chance! Oh, it's in! Late in the day! This could well be it!
Zaragoza are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
Checks on the touchline, a change about to occur.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
Zaragoza take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Well, they can break here. Hoists it high, and help's available out wide. Now the ball's come loose, and the chase is on. Tries to get it forward quickly. Clears it out of harm's way. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, whatever the shortcomings on either side, it was a great game to watch, just one between them. So a dramatic game decided last moments.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they could take...
VIGO emerging for this crucial group game here, the tournament still in its relative infancy, but it is already developing into quite a spectacle, and that, of course, is what you expect from this, the greatest of all the tournaments. It has been terrific stuff so far, so let us hope that the trend continues here and now. And this must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits, and when one moves either side to snuff out an attack, the other will hold the central ground. Communication is obviously vital to make it a success, but this team knows what it's doing, and I think we're going to see that reflected.
Well, we're on the way. Looks to thread it through. Chance! Tries a shot! He's delivered all right! The ideal start! Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Calminia. Silva. Brings it forward. Cuts it out. Tried to play it through.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Oh, good interception. Gets it upfield. Tries to get it forward quickly. Has a pop! Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. Gets into a dangerous position. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. And he's there to cut it out. Be the last act of the first half. And here we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It was very, very tight.
Well, you obviously have to give credit to your front man for the half-time lead, but I think the midfield can really pat themselves on the back too. They worked tirelessly for me.
VIGO come in, having established that lead, a game where the narrative is, at least in terms of the scoreline, so far so good. And we're already back underway here.
Vigo really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
A heavy challenge. Jalminha. He's got away. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? That's sprayed out wide. Has a hit! Ball's loose, and he's after it. Good challenge. He's gone for it! So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to...
Going for goal! Really well taken goal.
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, I think he just thought about trying his luck from further out there, but why bother when you can worm your way through a defence like that? It's terrific play to get through and score.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, for me, both sides are strong and well matched, and I think you need to be a good player to be out there right now.
Played back in. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Caceres.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Well, that's where he wants it. It's come through. Has a hit!
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
He's picked him out. Real chance! And with that, the final whistle. Well, no winner here, but an intriguing game. The result probably a fair reflection. It has finished all square. Would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the cards. I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
So welcome one and all to our live coverage of the ongoing group stage here, the tournament making steady progress towards its knockout phase. We'll be ready to go once the final checks are carried out. We have a hugely expectant crowd here. We just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front three are key operators in how it all works on and off the ball. They have to provide for the central striker, of course, and protect their fullbacks, so they'll get few breathers. If these two don't make a good impression, there are quite good replacements on the bench.
So it's away we go then. There's a long ball, and that has been clubbed away. Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Clears it out of harm's way. And the finish! He's got away with one there.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Sevilla can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Neither side yet able to find the net. Hit into the middle. Plays it out to the wing. And he's got the ball glued to his feet. Goes for goal! He's delivered all right! Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Forward it goes. He's made sure that that won't get through. Now a chance to break. He goes long.
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby.
Sevilla keep the ball, but can't do anything meaningful with it. Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. Oh, shooting chance! Sticks it away! And right on half-time, that is telling. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Well, most of those go high and wide because of their difficulty. He made it look like he does it every day.
That is going to be the final action of the first half. What it has been an even contest, as the scoreline suggests, and it has been more than decent to watch. They come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. Sevilla get the second half started. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Chance to break. Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's come loose. He's left his man. Looks to set one up. Defending of the desperate variety. Oh, that's neat. It's come through and he's had a quick look at... Up for the header! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Well, he certainly got to the ball well enough, but the rest didn't quite come off for him.
And here's the chance to counter. That's a good ball to find him. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. So what can they conjure from this one? So, to pass or to shoot? That is his question. That was travelling. Just about up to 75 minutes. Well, the pressure is relentless. It's a very, very high press.
Yeah, because it's all about winning the ball back at the earliest opportunity. A trigger.
Shoots!
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
And he's there to cut it out.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
And time is up. So nothing between them after all of that, and you can't really argue with the result. Now the manager too unhappy with the outcome, and the fans really well entertained. It's all square in the end. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even. No complaints.
So welcome one and all to our live coverage of the ongoing group stage here, the tournament making steady progress towards its knockout phase. We'll be ready to go once the final checks are carried out. We have a hugely expectant crowd here. We just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. Oh, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends, as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can be a real help to this team. I mean, 4-4-2 these days, Peter, gets a lot of criticism, but it's unfair. Any system can work if you've got the right players.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Promising move that. That could spell trouble. Deftly done. Hoists it forward. Clears it out of harm's way. Las Palmas get it back again. Could be thinking about a shot here. Tries to get it forward quickly.
It can only get better, this. We haven't seen a shot yet, and I'm hoping that when we do, it'll spark a whole series.
Goes to finish! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
And it's played forward. You can get that clear. Good ball, it's found it. And the shot! And it's a goal!
Las Palmas are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
Las Palmas take the lead, 1-0.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Well, the score's only 1-0, but that doesn't tell the full story. Gets into a dangerous position. Shapes to shoot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Las Palmas are looking quite mean on the counter, and combating that requires even more meanness.
Forward it goes. That is going to be the final action of the first half. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but it still had its moments. It ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, you obviously have to give credit to the front men for the half-time lead, but I think the midfield can really pat themselves on the back too. They worked tirelessly for me.
Las Palmas leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And the second half gets underway. Las Palmas carrying a one-goal lead. It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? And it's played forward. Brings it forward. He has a goal! Has a hit! It's a goal! And with that goal comes comfort.
Oh, what a cracking goal, but a cracking touch as well. That's what made it for me. That's brilliant play all round.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Could move up a gear here. Lovely bit of skill there. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Bilbao making another change here. Leave it clear. Hits one! They are rampant! And surely that settles it.
Oh, it's a keeper's nightmare, Peter. He just couldn't pick up on it until it was way too late, having so many bodies in front of him.
Three without reply. This is becoming a stroll. He's made sure that that won't get through. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. And now the breakaway. Cuts it out. The final 5 minutes. Here's a clever pass. Forward it goes. He's off and shoots! In it goes! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
That's always a great sight, you know, on a football pitch. Nimble-footed, showed great balance and a really cool head to finish. And that kind of dribbling is really smart.
So is this the start of a comeback? Looks to clip it forward. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. The referee brings it to a close. Las Palmas did it. Terrific team effort to satisfy both the boss and the fans. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Look, they've got to be happy with what they've produced here because they showed plenty of industry, and I think they've ended up getting what they deserve.
So welcome one and all to our live coverage of the ongoing group stage here, the tournament making steady progress towards its knockout phase. We'll be ready to go once the final checks are carried out. We have a hugely expectant crowd here. We just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. Tenerife appear to be going with a 3-5-2 formation, Jim.
Well, this system, Peter, allows for a really expansive passing game. If your centre-backs can play, then you see lots of diagonal switches to the wing-backs, and it all makes for a stylish, attractive bundle. However, its biggest weakness are those gaps between centre-backs and wing-backs, and with quick enough movement from the opposition, that can cause lots of trouble.
And we're underway. Floats one over. Has a pop! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Turns and goes back. Tries to dink it in. Forward it goes. Lovely bit of skill there.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
Has a hit! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
And it's been taken short. Gets it, and now what? And he has been fouled there. Either side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Danger averted for now. Cleared without complication. Well, that's where he wants it. Can he? Real chance! And that has skinned the post.
Look, I'm sure he'll deny it, Peter, but the keeper didn't have that covered.
Puts in a cross, and that has gone horribly wrong. What a ball, this has a pop! And that's caused a worry or two.
Oh, it's a very good effort. There wasn't much wrong with that at all. We're talking fine margins now.
Xavi Alonso. And it's half-time here. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
At least there's always a plus side to a scoreless half. Defences are doing what they should, and it's going to take good imagination to break the deadlock here.
Oh, some tackle that. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Tries a shot! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Well, crucially, he ensured that the shot was kept low, and it nearly came off.
Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. It's good intervention, things could have got far worse than that. And now they can launch a counter. Plays it out to the flank. It's a loose ball. And that has been clubbed away. Tries to get it forward quickly. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Shot at goal!
Tenerife merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
He gets past his man. Clearance and very necessary. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. All the way back, and they start again. And it's played forward.
Look, their supporters must be going barmy about this because there's no sense of purpose in what we're seeing.
Xavi Alonso. Out to the left it goes. Lofted into the middle. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, it looked 0-0 from a fair way out. Little craft or guile or penetration. Defence is largely untroubled. It's goals. We look back on the game then, Jim.
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even, and no complaints.
Vallecas emerging for this crucial group game here. The tournament still in its relative infancy, but it is already developing into quite a spectacle, and that, of course, is what you expect from this, the greatest of all the tournaments. It has been terrific stuff so far, so let us hope that the trend continues here and now. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world, and boy does it add to the occasion. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can be a real help to this team. I mean, 4-4-2 these days, Peter, gets a lot of criticism, but it's unfair. Any system can work if you've got the right players.
There's the whistle. Looks to dink one in. Face to shapes to shoot! There it is!
Right from the first whistle, they played with an energy that makes them good value for that early goal.
Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Yeah, and he knew all along what he wanted to do, and it's a really great instinctive finish.
Vallecas take the early advantage. Plays it over to the other flank. No, that's not the ball he wanted.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Madrid desperately needs someone to hold up the ball here. Vallecas are enjoying this surprise lead. Defenders on the back foot. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Morientes has a goal! It's broken loose. He's pulled off a fine save.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Has a hit! And the ball's come out. Looks to thread it through. Oh, the ball's come loose. Forward it goes. Roll! And he comes up trumps again.
Well, look, believe me when I tell you that goalkeepers work harder than anyone else in training, and that's why, to be top class on match day, that was a majestic stop.
And it's been taken short. Battles to win it back. Morientes. There's the whistle for half-time. So there you have it, a close sport half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have flipped well, there's good movement off the ball, the passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Vallecas going to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. Already up and running for the second half.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond it. They could even try to spoil it from here, we'll see.
There's the delivery. Goes for goal! Big chance! Oh, that is very close.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Madrid are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. A heavy challenge. And it's got through. Timely intervention. Plays it out to the wing. He's making good use of his strength there. Just refuses to be out-muscled. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Guti. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Gets it back. With a delicate ball. He's through, has a pop! Sticks it away! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Vallecas are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
Checks on the touchline, a change about to occur. So we have a double substitution going on here. Vallecas get themselves a 2-goal cushion.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Tries lifting it over. Defence has got rid of that. Back to the keeper and try something new. Guti. Zidane. Guti. What an adventurous run from a defender. This could fall anywhere. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Tries to get it forward quickly. Shot at goal! It's anyone's ball. Oh, great save, real class.
The keeper really dug out his defence then, a magnificent effort.
Knocks it away. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Manager heads down the tunnel, swathed in satisfaction. His team have carried out his instructions to the word, and they have got their win. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
And it goes to show that when the motivation and tactics are right, anything is achievable. Thoroughly impressed with this.
So welcome one and all to our live coverage of the ongoing group stage here, the tournament making steady progress towards its knockout phase. We'll be ready to go once the final checks are carried out. We have a hugely expectant crowd here. We just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies with exactly this setup.
So it's away we go then. Goes long. Ball through needs to be good. And the shot! And it's a goal! And what a start! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
So, a breakthrough already. Gets into a dangerous position. Got a size of real chance!
Valencia have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Some good play on the left-hand side now to profit from it. He's gone for it! Oh, that's a fine save!
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
And now the breakaway. He's played him through. And they've been caught out here. He's had a goal! He can pounce on that. It's in! All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight. He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
That's just top-notch. Showed exactly why he follows it up every time. Keeper struggles to hold on to it. Ball breaks kindly. He's always about.
Mallorca take a 2-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
Defending of the desperate variety. Good take by the keeper, he's read that well. And it's half-time here. So, reviews on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Mallorca ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. Here we go again then. No changes at half-time that we're aware of. with a delicate ball. And he's got the ball glued to his feet. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Oh, good steal, he just read it. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Going for goal! And he has been fouled there. Gets it upfield. Gets it back. Dashing forward at pace. He's had a shot! Gonzalez. This is quite a run, and he's not done yet. Looking for a corner. Played it short. Repelled by the keeper.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight.
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
And he's there to clear it. Hits one!
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And time is up. Mallorca will be very happy with a job well done, an efficient win, for which the players simply did enough. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, if ever there was a good tone setter for a football match, that was it. First minutes, first shot, first goal, and it set them up.